wherein RJD leader Shivanand Tiwari has backed pro-Pakistan slogans which were allegedly raised in Pune. And he said, and I quote, "What are these slogans? This is the sign of protest only." Well, that's a shocking development coming in, and the kind of reaction which is coming in from RJD leaders' side. Remember, there was a video which surfaced from outside District Collector's office in Pune, which, as per the reports, is from September 23rd. And the video shows PFI cadres protesting against ED, CBI and police raids against leaders belonging to the radical outfit. And several BJP leaders too have taken note of the video as well. But before we move further into this story, let's listen in to the reaction which is coming in from RJD Neta's side.
पीएफआई द्वारा विरोध प्रदर्शन के दौरान पुणे में पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद नारा लगाया गया। इसको लेकर के नीतीश राणा जो बीजेपी के नेता हैं उन्होंने कहा है कि चुन चुन करके मारेंगे।
ये पागलपन के अलावा क्या है? पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद का नारा जो है एक प्रोटेस्ट का इजहार है। ऐसा नहीं है कि वो पाकिस्तानी हो गया, लेकिन एक प्रोटेस्ट का इजहार है कि हम भाई अब चिढ़ा रहे हैं, आपको विरोध कर रहे हैं कि नहीं साहब आप जो कर रहे हैं उसका हम समर्थन नहीं कर रहे हैं, हम उसका विरोध कर रहे हैं। और विरोध के स्वरूप जो है पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद का नारा लगा दिया। ऐसा नहीं है कि वो पाकिस्तान जाने के लिए तैयार हैं, कह दीजिए तो चला जाएगा।
Let me open my colleague Mohit Bhatt over the broadcast. Mohit, now the kind of reaction which is coming in from RJD leader's side is utterly shocking, wherein he is perhaps justifying and calling it as a sign of protest only.
Well, yes, and this reaction comes in the backdrop of the fact that when the action was being taken by the central agencies against PFI, there are reports that the Pakistan Zindabad slogans have been raised, and various leaders of the BJP, including Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Eknath Shinde, have taken the cognizance of matter and said the strict action would be taken. Now, when that question was being put up to Shivanand Tiwari, who is a very senior leader of Rashtriya Janata Dal, he says that it's a mark of protest. Now, a country which is killing our soldier, a country which is harboring terrorists in our country, a country which is continuously indulging in cross-border terrorism with India, is a mark of protest for Shivanand Tiwari. This is something which is very shocking and appalling. Now, you may have your differences with the central government, may have your political differences with the BJP. When it comes to the country, you need to support the country. You cannot just say that it's a mark of protest that they are saying Pakistan Zindabad. Now, in this country, there should be no slogan which hail Pakistan should be raised, and that is being made clear by all the leaders who have taken the cognizance of this particular video. And this remark that has come at a time when he was asked this question, Shivanand Tiwari, this is something which is shocking. He comes out and say that Pakistan Zindabad, saying Pakistan Zindabad is kind of a protest. It's not kind of a protest. Those who have sympathy towards Pakistan, a country which has been harboring terrorism into our country, they should be ashamed of themselves, and hence Shivanand Tiwari should come out with an explanation. And in fact, the senior leaders of the RJD, that is what is also being said by the BJP, should come out with an explanation. So a shocking statement rather has come from Shivanand Tiwari. We have to wait and watch how exactly the BJP will react to this, and whether we'll see a clarification or an explanation from Shivanand Tiwari on this particular issue.
And this kind of remark is totally unacceptable, Mohit, because one, of course, it is coming from a person who holds a crucial position when it comes to politics, and also second, this is just like adding fuel to the fire, because as far as these protests are concerned, these people are protesting against the central agencies, and then raising chants, pro-Pak chants, when they are being raised, that in itself is unacceptable. Because even if you want to protest against some of the action, if you want to express dissent, it has to be in a particular acceptable way.
Well, yes, and you see, in our constitution, we have been guaranteed rights that we can protest democratically. Peaceful protests are allowed, and yes, whatever action the government takes, we have all the rights to protest. But hailing a country that has been transporting terrorists into our country, hailing a country which has been continuously killing our soldiers at the border, is something which is not acceptable at all. And that is why the Chief Minister of Maharashtra have also stated that a strict action would be taken against all these people PFI workers after the authenticity of that particular video is being verified. But a senior leader like Shivanand Tiwari comes out, and just because he has to say something because of the action that has been taken against PFI, now you may have your political differences with the Bharatiya Janata Party. You may have the questions that the opposition have been raising on the central agencies. Those are the valid questions. Yes, they have every right to question the agencies also. But you need to condemn the pro-Pakistan slogans that are being raised in our country. That is for sure. Now, Shivanand Tiwari is not just an ordinary leader of the RJD. He's a very senior leader. He has been a parliamentarian. He has been the spokesperson of the RJD. And he's somebody who's very close to the top brass of the RJD. So we have to wait and watch what exactly the top brass of the RJD has to say when Shivanand Tiwari comes out and say that there is nothing big when somebody says Pakistan Zindabad in our country. It's a mark of protest. No, sir, it's not mark of a protest. You are demeaning the sacrifices of the soldiers of country who have laid their life fighting those terrorists in Pakistan, and now you're saying that is mark of a protest. No. Yes, we are a democracy. We have the right to protest against the government or by any action of the central agencies, but you cannot hail a country which is a designated terror country and which is killing our soldiers at the border every now and then. So we have to wait and watch how exactly Shivanand Tiwari will respond to this, and whether the top leadership of the RJD will come out and give an explanation on the statement that has been made by Shivanand Tiwari. Because yes, you may have your political differences, but when it comes to terrorism, when it comes to Pakistan, we stand as one. Back to you.
And of course, no matter, irrespective of party lines, the leaders, of course, need to choose their words wisely. Mohit, stay with us. Let's once again listen in to what exactly RJD leader Shivanand Tiwari said on this matter.
पीएफआई द्वारा विरोध प्रदर्शन के दौरान पुणे में पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद नारा लगाया गया। इसको लेकर के नीतीश राणा जो बीजेपी के नेता हैं उन्होंने कहा है कि चुन चुन करके मारेंगे।
पागलपन के अलावा क्या है? पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद का नारा जो है एक प्रोटेस्ट का इजहार है। ऐसा नहीं है कि वो पाकिस्तानी हो गया, लेकिन एक प्रोटेस्ट का इजहार है कि हाँ भाई अब चिढ़ा रहे हैं, आपको विरोध कर रहे हैं कि नहीं साहब आप जो कर रहे हैं उसका हम समर्थन नहीं कर रहे हैं, हम उस
Bringing in Rajiv Tully from RSS over the phone line. Sir, thank you for speaking to Times Now. And as far as this shocking reaction from RJD leaders' side is concerned, where the police is currently probing this particular video which emerged from Pune, wherein pro-Pakistan slogans were raised, he has come forward saying that what's wrong in these? This is just a sign of protest. Your first reaction?
This is very shocking what he has said, but probably this shows what they think about the incidents that are happening and what is the culture and the culture of their organization. So we have nothing more to say on this, and this just blatantly shows how the Indian Muslims are being, branded or are being pushed to support Pakistan, and the kind of heroism they are getting out of it with the support of these kinds of leaders. This is highly deplorable. This should be condemned in whatever means which are available.
But at a time when the agencies are putting their best foot forward, we saw the kind of crackdown which took place pan-India, and then the violence which happened from the PFI supporters. Many vehicles were destroyed, cops were injured. Now, these kind of reactions which are coming in, do you think this is just nothing but a bit to add fuel to the fire?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, whatever is happening by the security agencies, they should be given time to investigate, to prove an organization with proven links with the, global terrorist organizations. They should be given time, and the leaders like the RJD leader Shivanand Tiwari, they should also try to understand that if the country remains, then only we remain. So the whole action which is being done on the is on, I believe these are on certain basic solid information that the agencies have got. And the kind of encouragement that these kind of leaders are providing will do more harm to the Muslim community, and they shouldn't be listening to them also.
Well, the kind of reaction which has come from RJ leaders' side is condemnable, and of course the party should come forward with a strong clarification over this mark which is currently needed. Well, thank you, Rajiv Tuli, for speaking with Times Now, and thank you, Mohit, for sharing all those updates. But now let's move on and shift our focus to Rajasthan, wherein